For other people with this name, see James Boggs. James Boggs was an American political activist, auto worker and author. He was married to feminist activist Grace Lee Boggs for 40 years until his death. Biography: James Boggs was an African-American activist, perhaps best known for authoring The American Revolution, Pages from a Negro Worker's Notebook in 1963. He was also an auto worker at Chrysler from 1940 until 1968. Boggs was active in the far-left organization, Correspondence Publishing Committee led by C.L.R. James from around the time it left the Trotskyist movement in the early 1950s, until Boggs and Grace Lee Boggs led a split in 1962, breaking with C.L.R. James. When Correspondence Publishing Committee earlier suffered a split in 1955 led by Ray Adonayevskaya and lost nearly half its membership, Boggs and Grace Lee Boggs remained loyal to Correspondence Publishing Committee and an exiled C.L.R. James who advised the group from Britain. James Boggs was named the editor of their bi-monthly publication, also known as Correspondence, in 1955. However, political differences with C.L.R. James over time would eventually lead Boggs to take control over Correspondence Publishing Committee in 1962 and continue publication independently for a couple of years. James Boggs expressed the reasons for the 1962 split in his 1963 book, The American Revolution, Pages from a Negro Worker's Notebook. In later years, he would play an influential role in the radical wing of the civil rights movement and interacted with many of the most important civil rights activists of the day including Malcolm X, Ossie Davis and many others. Works: The American Revolution, Pages from a Negro Worker's Notebook. Book Manifesto for a Black Revolutionary Party. Racism and the Class Struggle, Further Pages from a Black Worker's Notebook. Lenin Today. 8 essays on the 100th anniversary of Lenin's birth. The Awesome Responsibilities of Revolutionary Leadership. But what about the workers? Revolution and Evolution in the 20th Century. Issues in Race and Ethnic Relations, Theory, Research, and Action. Conversations in Maine, Exploring Our Nation's Future. Towards a New Concept of Citizenship. Liberation or Revolution? These are the times that try our souls, the questions we have yet to ask ourselves. With Grace Lee Boggs and James Hocker, Historical Development of Our Social Forces Cadre Training School, December 1 to 5, 1982. Our American Reality Cadre Training School, December 1 to 5, 1982. The Urgent Plea, A Call for Black Leadership. What can we be that our children see? See also, History of the African Americans in Metro Detroit. References: Paul Boo, An Asian American Tale Monthly Review, pages 47–50. Grace Lee Boggs, Living for Change, An Autobiography. Kent Worcester, C.L.R. James, A Political Biography. Elaine Latzman Moon, Untold Tales, Unsung Heroes, An Oral History of Detroit's African American Community, pages 156. Further reading: James and Grace Lee Boggs Papers 1930s–1993, Walter P. Rue. The Library, Archives of Labor and Urban Affairs, Wayne State University. External links: The Boggs Center homepage.